Hey, it's Steve, and I want to give y'all a little update on the disappearance of Chris Palmer and his German Shepherd Zoey. The reason I'm doing this as a separate update is simple. The original report has already been posted, and rather than confuse people by going back and changing the record after the fact, I think it's clearer and more honest to issue a clearly labeled update when new information comes in. Since that initial episode, new posts have been shared publicly that appear to include statements from family members and supporters, and those statements suggest a possible explanation for this case that is difficult to talk about but important to acknowledge. Based on what the family is describing, Chris may have been dealing with serious health issues, and Zoe may have been sick and suffering as well. The way it is being described suggests that Chris may have spent time with Zoe during her final days, that Zoe may have passed during the trip, and that Chris may have continued on toward the coast afterward. The family has expressed publicly that they believe Chris perished at sea, and I want to say plainly that I do not take that lightly. No family says something like that unless they are hurting, unless they are searching for answers, and unless they are trying to make sense of a situation that doesn't feel like it has a clean ending. Now, I want to be very careful here because I have not seen an official agency statement confirming every detail that is being posted online, so I am treating this as family reported information unless and until investigators confirm it publicly. But I can tell you this, the overall pattern being described is not impossible and it is not unheard of. I have personal experience with a case involving a young man from Arkansas, the son of successful rice and soybean farmers from northeast Arkansas, who had moved to Bozeman, Montana, and was found dead from a gunshot wound. His shepherd mixed dog, a dog he loved very much, was also found dead. The sheriff's office determined it to be a suicide, and like so many families, the family could not believe it and searched for alternate scenarios. After spending several days there looking into the background and examining the facts, I came to agree with the sheriff's conclusion, and the convincing point for the family, the hard truth that finally made it real, was the fact that their son killed his beloved dog and then himself due to mental health and relationship issues. That is not easy to say out loud, but it is the reality of what can happen when someone is suffering in ways the outside world does not always see. So when I see these new family reports in the Chris Palmer case, I can say that they make sense in the context of what I have seen before, and that they may help explain why parts of this case have felt confusing from the beginning. That said, this does not mean we stop asking questions, and it does not mean we stop caring, and it does not mean we stop looking for facts. It means we stay grounded, we separate what is confirmed from what is believed, and we follow that information where it leads without turning this into speculation or rumor. There's also one detail I want to address briefly because I don't want anyone chasing the wrong trail. Some early flyers mentioned a Boone Fork area as part of the timeline, and at this time I cannot independently verify that location detail through official sources, and there is also potential for confusion because place names like that can refer to different locations in different states. So until that is clarified by investigators or directly by the family, I'm treating that as unconfirmed background information, and I'm not building conclusions around it. I have reached out to the family for comment, and if they contact me and wish to clarify anything, correct anything, or add context, I will issue another update report. The goal here is not drama, it is not clicks, and it is not speculation or sensationalism. The goal is truth, clarity, and respect for the people left behind who are living through something most of us cannot imagine. If you have factual information related to this case, contact the proper authorities, and if you have information that could help investigators, you can contact the National Park Service tip line at 888-653-0009 or email nps_isb@nps.gov. I'll continue to follow this case and I'll share updates when credible information becomes available. I'm Steve Navoychek, the 501 Coroner. Y'all be kind to each other, okay?